Hello, bonjour. Today I will teach you how to do a zucchini. It's a fantastic pasta dish and it's the best way to have your pasta because it's whole food. It's made with the zucchini. And let's start. Let's do it right away. So it's very simple. We take a zucchini and we cut the end and then we measure up. So it will go here in my Spiralizer. This one is from Lagostina. It's a great one to have. I totally recommend to use that one. So you take the bigger end of your zucchini, put it into here like this, and then, cut it. There you go, it goes in, that's perfect. Push that in, and then you simply turn. And as you can see, the way this is done, it's very easy to turn. There are some of them where the lever is just too low and you keep knocking your fingers. So this one is very easy. And you make your pasta way faster than cooking them, isn't it? There we are. And I will put that on my plate here. There. Beautiful little mount. The next step is we make, it's like lasagna noodles basically. And why I do that? Because I will do some little rolls that I will use the dill cheese, the spread. It's like a dill cheese or a dill spread made with nuts. And you'll have the link in the post below for the recipe. And there is, of course, a YouTube on that. So if you want to look at that, I'll just put the plate aside for a second. I'm using an OXO Mandoline. Very important to use one that has a foot here so you don't have to hold it with your hand. So your two hands now are free. You can use the holder that you can, there is some prongs and you push it into the vegetable. I've been using it for a long time, so I don't need to have that. So I will just go down. Oh, and then when you start, as you can see, there we go. The first one it sticks. But once you start it, it slides. Careful with your hands. And I just like to use it this way myself, rather than using the prong thing, which I don't have. I don't know where it might be. But you can use that, of course. You do as you please, as it works best for you. And let's use, I did more than I needed. Let's use 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Excellent. There we go. I'll just leave these on the side here. And then what you simply do is you take that dill spread and you just spread it on the zucchini here. And like I said, this is the same as when you do a lasagna. That would be the same kind of noodle you would do with the Mandoline. So you see how easy it is? So I've put that on. And then you roll. There we go. So they have to be sliced. I should show that to you as well. You see how they are malleable? So not too thick. Not too thin. You might have to do it a few times to know what's the right thickness, but you have to be able to roll them like I'm doing right now. So you roll them. There we go. Push it down a bit so it stays. Oh, and here I have some of the cheese that ended up on my board. I'll put it back on. There. And now I will cut them in half because they're prettier that way. But I'm using a serrated knife. Because if I was, let's say, to use a knife that isn't serrated, if your knife is very sharp, maybe you can just cut through without pressing down on the rolls. But if you press down on the rolls, then the cheese might come out, which wouldn't be good. So now what you do is, I'm going to push this a little bit so that I have a camera above me here, and I wanted to take this process. And then you'd put your little rolls like that. And then you group them whichever way you like. Well, actually, there'll be 3, 3, 3. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do 4 and put 1 here, just so that it's not all equal. Okay, and then let's push this out of the way, because I don't need that board anymore. Bring my plate back in here. There we go. The next step is we do, I call it the confetti. They're simply bell peppers. I thought French there for a second. Bell pepper that are cut up, that are diced. And you add to your dish. And that's for colors, of course. Then also you do a little amount of, this is butternut squash. And I use a julienne peeler for it. I have it here. I use a julienne peeler for it. It's a kiwi. I'll put it in the post below so you know, because it's the best one I found. And then I like to top it off with a little bit of alfalfa. There. Isn't it just a gorgeous dish? And it's made in no time. And it's also that, let's say you have family, you have a group, or there's more than just you. You do it for yourself, but there's more than just you at the table, even friends that you bring over. So what you do, you just prepare the noodles, prepare the flat noodles for the rolls, you put the dill spread on the table, you put those dishes on the table, and they assemble themselves. So you really can enjoy a meal that is so simple, doesn't take long to do, and you're done. There. The answer is on your plate. Love food that loves you back.